All right, it's Tuesday, February 18th, just following up on Netflix. You can see it's following through lower. I bought some puts here, kind of near the upper blue line, when stock was kind of breaking down below the first bar low and then holding down there, and I saw a continuation lower. We're breaking below, yesterday's low, so we do have a 2-down day unfolding here, which now projects into this gap in some form. The options moved up nicely. I was just able to scale out to set up an overage trade. I bought the 1065 puts at 23.50. I just scaled out at 28.55 points higher. They're asking 30.05 right now. So moving up really nicely as Netflix has a negative start to the week. In terms of intraday structure here with this big move down, getting a 2-down day, at some point you can get some kind of orderly pause in here. We'll see if it's just orderly and has one push down, two pushes down. And in the big picture, we're going to see on this weekly chart as we start negative, do we just kind of hold here the midpoint of this prior green week and eventually turn up, which is certainly possible, but we're not getting it to start the week. But if this kind of bar comes down and let's say we close red, then you kind of expect to test lower. We want to see how this gap is handled. Maybe we have a big, strong bar today that goes all the way down, below that gap. And we have a, who knows if we're going to come into this buying tail down here, kind of almost near 1,000. So I could see a move, to the almost a 1030 area, the 1029 to fill in this gap in some form. There's a lot of room to run lower, almost 10 more points. Whether it does it today or in the days ahead, we're going to see how this daily bar closes. But, the key thing is here, are we going to just hold the midpoint, essentially this bar, and then eventually turn up, which we're going to have to see that on the daily chart, getting a 2-up day, or are we going to kind of hold below the open of this all week long and continue a lot lower? So good trade right here, all at no risk. I know the reference points monitor this gap, and here the high of this bar, the low of that bar as it comes down, see if it wants to hold in there and reverse up. It might not do it today, but it can do it in the days ahead, and we're going to see on this weekly bar after a little, exhaustion risk, how much lower we might want to go for the rest of the week. Again, we're not really negative in any way in the bigger picture yet until we get kind of a 2-down failure week and a red week that wants to follow through lower. But for now, we're definitely pulling back after some exhaustion risk, and given the fact that this opening price action came very close to taking out this 2-down day, which it just did, that then projected a little lower, at least short term, into this gap, which presents some really nice trading here as price moves below that 1041.70 low area and moves a lot lower. So all at no risk right now. Negative start to the week on Netflix, overall uptrend here. So let's just see how much lower it might want to go and go day by day on this daily bar to kind of judge, do we continue lower after, each day, or do we some point hold and have a buy signal to the upside as the rest of the week goes on?